For all you guys that think my wiring sucks, can your wiring do? Untuned, in the rain, drag radials, my wiring harness did not short out. Well, but there's a big problem. I just got an email from Elliot over at Turblown, and Abel, I can understand this, but Abel is very hesitant to dyno the car. Elliot sometimes hypes things up, but Abel said he won't dyno the car with the current wiring. I know, you guys say it in the comments, everybody can kiss my ass, but the wiring, I will admit, is atrocious. This wiring, take a look at it. Just look at it with me, come on. Okay, that is pretty atrocious. I'll admit that. You know, I do have a little bit of an ego. I do have a little bit of pride with this wiring, but you have to understand something. I'm cheap. The trick we have to do now, we've increased the load on the wiring. The whole fuel system has now doubled, and those things pull at least 40 more amps than what we were pulling before. So yes, I understand there's an issue. This wiring made 970, 980 horsepower before, and it wasn't the limit. The video today is to prove that A, this wiring is good, but B, cheat the system, hide it, make it look good, because it's all about perception. It's not about operation, it's about making it look right. So I'm gonna pull some of the extra wires out of here, I'm gonna make it all clean, I'm gonna make sure nothing can catch fire, and then we're gonna finish it up. It is currently raining out here in Los Angeles. Tomorrow's video is gonna be a little bit of fun with Mother Nature, testing, hands are sweating already, testing my drag radials. We're gonna see just where they start to break limits. You hear that ticking? That's definitely the fuel system overpressurizing because of the new stuff. That's at almost 5 bar pressure. Okay, we have a little bit of an issue with the fuel system. That's not a wiring issue, I swear to you, that's not a wiring issue. But that's the first time I'm trying to start it with the new fuel system. The fuel pressure regulator now is getting way too much fuel, and we're overpressurizing the rail. The ECU is trying to accommodate for it, and we're just way out of zone. So we're gonna adjust the fuel pressure regulator. The fuel system is tripping at about 65 pounds of pressure when it's supposed to be closer to 45. Okay, let's see what the fuel pressure goes to now. See? See, did you hear it click, click?
Yeah.
It's still different though. Okay, that explains it. That explains it. I did, before Jarrett was even out here, I turned it and primed the whole fuel system and turned the car over, but I didn't start it. Definitely flooded the car. So what I was doing, pressed my pedal all the way to the ground, causing a fuel cut, got the fuel out of there, and then she fired right up as you see there. 5 bar of fuel is close to 60 pounds of fuel at running, at idle. It should be about 10 to maybe 15 lower than that. So what we do have is excess fuel pressure building up at the rails. I'm gonna back that regulator off even more, but we might have an issue of too many fuel pumps going on at idle. Go one full turn around. We still haven't even finished the timing on it.
Really?
We just roughed it in. We just phoned it in. Remember, we couldn't tell because it was kind of dark?
Yeah.
So we're still running it off of bad timing. The problem is with this setup, 3 pumps at full speed at idle is a little too much fuel for this car. The regulator shouldn't be doing that much work. What I'm gonna do is talk to Andy at Adaptronic, get him to wire in a fuel pump 2 line, so that way the 3rd pump turns on and off as it's needed. We'll be tuning it that way and it'll be running that way. So you're not worried about the pump staging causing problems with tuning. I'm gonna lock in the current position, and we're back down to 4 bar. 4 bar times 15 is about, oh shit, 4 bar is 60 PSI. Okay, 5 bar, hold on, my bad, is 73. 5 bar is 73 PSI. So that car was trying to idle at 73 PSI fuel at the base.
Holy crap.
To put that in perspective, when we hit about 40 pounds of boost, that's 120, almost 110 pounds of fuel pressure.
It is idling at 60 right now.
It is idling at 60. The problem is now we're idling at 60 and we need to turn it down even more and that screw stops. It needs to idle closer to 3 bar. Which is 45 pounds.
45.
Yeah. This is very, very important for you guys. These pumps are designed to max out at up to 120 PSI, give or take, somewhere in there. Oh, you'll never hit 120 PSI. That's where this car actually will. If I have the base pressure too high and I add boost pressure of 45 pounds of boost, if my base pressure is 110 minus 45, my base pressure is right there already. I'm gonna max these things out. We're gonna have some serious problems. We're about 5 to 10 degrees off on timing, which is actually a pretty big deal.
Doesn't seem like that big a deal.
You know, that might just blow your engine. That's kind of a big deal.
Buy a new one, dude.
Yeah, no, totally. What's the worst that can happen if we both are out here and the cars are idling? Nothing, right? Nothing bad can happen.
Nothing bad.
That's pretty sick. Isn't that sick? Because it's just like, you know, when you see those helicopter blades and this frame rate, that's what this is doing. Hopefully you can see this in these shots, but the timing goes like clink, 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 clink. You can, because it's all timed. The ECU is controlling timing based on the situation. So it's like, oh, earlier, later, earlier. So we can't get a straight reading. So you lock it in the ECU and then tune it from there. So we have to undo that real quick. That's so sick. That is so sick. All right, so we're gonna set timing lock so it doesn't bounce around.
Oh, are you gonna put me on screen duty?
Okay, you see what I'm doing? I'm tapping the touchpad, and then when I release and touch again, it adjusts that number. Okay. Can I trust you with that?
You know, last time you had me do this, I totally forgot already.
Okay, well, it's weird because this is that screen. Like wherever you move your mouse, it goes on this screen. Okay.
And you click and things change, right?
You're getting it. You're a fast learner. Let's first see if it'll fire up with it being locked at 0. Okay.
That's 1.
Okay, 1 more.
2. Put it on 2.
That was it. Yeah, you'll see it right off that leading edge of that tooth right there. Couple things is when you're listening to that car idling and giving it a little bit of revving, Abel's gonna work off his magic on that transient throttle and all that. That's way above my pay grade. But the point is, you can hear it when it gets on point. Oh, it sounds so good. That really does sound good.
It does.
This is a much larger street port, much larger. So this thing is gulping down more air, and as a result, the map is so different. This is the map from how my old street port was. So you're seeing real time what a tune off of the wrong engine, even though the same engine, is like. All right.
You gotta get that figured out.
Dude, it is figured out.
Well, you got me there.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go get my PC.
Look at this guy.
Everybody else has got like baby tablets and shit. I'm over here tuning the laptop, or I'm tuning it with this. Jarrett doesn't realize this is what peak performance is like. He might not like it, but this is peak performance of tuning. First impression of the external surge tank, it is quiet. I thought for sure that was gonna suck ass. I honestly thought it was gonna be a wee. It is very, very quiet. I might be biased. The engine sounds so beautiful and it sounds perfect, and this is such a fraction of the overall sound. You guys have to admit this is a pretty good video. Hopefully you guys are seeing that we're bringing more action back to the channel. 3-rotor, 4-rotor, all that good stuff's happening. But I am not going to bore you with letting this car dry off, nor watch me work on the wiring. You'll see the rest of that in the next video, just as kind of a brief overview of the wiring. The next video is shaking this down even more.
I had to do it. I have to do it really quick.
You're swirling my vinyl. Okay, that's allowed. That's allowed. A guy with a big nose, that's allowed.